Hello everyone, I believe we are live now. I've had an absolute nightmare. I thought we was live and I've been speaking for the last couple of minutes to myself and I realised in the top left-hand corner it still said scheduled. So apologies for the slight delay. Technology getting the better of me tonight. But anyway, thank you all for joining. As you can see tonight is the subscriber giveaway on the Coffee Pod. Thank you for everyone who has put their comment in into the comments, the word gimme, to enter the prize draw. We had 43 people in the draw for tonight, which is really exciting. And what we're going to do shortly, we are going to select the person who is going to have the chance to spin the magic wheel tonight to see what prizes they have won. So we'll do that very shortly. But before we get started, I'm just going to say a few hellos in the chat. Also, the person who is selected to spin the wheel, if they did want to come on and join the StreamYard stream this evening, more than happy for them to do so. If they wanted to drop me a message on Instagram, I can send the link and get them to come on live. But first things first, I'm just going to run through the chat. So PokerZen was in first, hello, and he was lastminute.com with getting his comment in for the prize draw, but he's just been entered in time. I think he spared it by about 4 minutes, so welcome. Tamabell are in. Hi, guys. Hope you're well. Let me just run through. Damien's in. Damien, I'm going to make you a spanner as well. Same as Chop Chop. I'm going to make you both spanners if you're not already, just so you can moderate things as well. I know Tamabell and a few others have made spanners, so I'll do that tonight. Sophie, hello. Welcome. Hope you're well. Sophie's going live on Wednesday with Peter Ray. So if you don't follow Sophie's channel, please do so. Alan's in. Hi, Alan. Hope you're well. And yeah, Belle's in as well. Hi, Belle. Hope you're good. Thank you for letting me know about who that person was on my video. She might be making an appearance later, a little bit of a spoiler. Limelight Vinty's in. Hunley. See, I've got it right now. I've been calling Hunley Hanley for the past however many months, and she corrected me today. So Hunley, welcome. Thanks for joining. RS is in. Hello. Married to Reselling, I'm only here for the wheel. Absolutely. But I'm going to leave it a little bit to try and get people to stay. I don't want everyone to disappear as soon as the wheel's spun. So thank you guys for joining. Let me just scroll through and see if I can catch up. Lee's in. Fix it for Reselling. Hopefully, I'm going to have Lee live on the channel next week if all goes to plan. So thanks for joining, Lee. And if anyone else wants to come on the Coffee Pod, just drop me a message on Instagram. I'm more than happy to have anyone who's got a YouTube channel or hasn't got a YouTube channel, who does reselling, or even if you're thinking about getting into reselling, drop me a message. More than happy to get you in. My dad's in. His name is on the lucky wheel. But if he does win, I'll probably spin it again or draw another name, because it's not fair for any family members to win, and I have to sort him out a prize another way. Might have to treat him to a takeaway or something. Hello, welcome. Mustang Mankey, welcome as well. So thank you all for coming in. As I say, we're going to be drawing the name shortly of the person who is going to play for the prize. And if that person wants to come in, drop me a message on Instagram. I'm going to keep my phone on me here to the side just so I can keep an eye on that, and let me know if you do want to join the stream. It'd be quite cool to get you in while we spin the wheel, a bit of excitement. But tonight's stream is all about a big thank you for me. I started my YouTube a few months ago now, and it's grown quicker than I can ever imagine. So I just wanted to kind of give something back to the people who have supported me through the channel. There's lots of people who have been with me since day one, really. A lot of new recent subscribers as well. So if you haven't been on here before, thank you for joining us tonight. So a few more hellos and we'll get cracking. So Lindsay and Alvin, hello. I saw your name on the list as well. So what I want to do first of all, though, is speak to people about something I've been doing a lot more in my store recently, which is promotions. So I have been trialing different coupons, different markdowns, different promotions. And when I done a 50% markdown sale on my books, my whole eBay store really took off. I was doing probably about 10 to 12 to maybe 15 sales a day. And a lot of them were the book bundles, but it was also pushing the other items in my store. So let me know in the chat, any of the resellers, do you run coupons? Do you do markdowns? Because we can only do the markdown sale for 2 weeks, it's meant the other 2 weeks where I've done this bit of an A/B test, I've been doing the 50% off coupon, and it hasn't gone as well. So I'll be keen to know whether you guys do a coupon. So would you run a 50% off, say your books like I've done, and a 50% off coupon, and which one do you feel works better, because for me, the 2-week markdown sale has worked so much better. So that's point number one. Also, let me know in the chat with regards to newsletters. So eBay's really pushing newsletters at the moment to your followers, to recent buyers, to be able to send them coupons, let them know you've got new items in your store. Is that something you're utilizing? Because again, I've started doing that more religiously. I've been sending out 2 or 3 newsletters a week with different coupon codes to different buyer groups. And actually, I feel it has given me a bit of a boost when it comes to repeat buyers. So as I'm an everything store, it's a bit harder for me to get repeat buyers because it's very rare someone's going to buy a book and they're going to buy a CD, a DVD, a VHS tape, some shoes, a bag, where I've found my repeat buyers are people who have, say, bought book bundles from me before and have come back to buy more books. So let me know again if you guys run the promotions and what works best for you as well in the chat. It'd be really good to know. And in 10 minutes or so, as I say, I'm going to use the claw machine. I'll give you a little sneak preview of what we set up here. We have the claw machine to actually decide who is going to be the person to spin the wheel. And as you can see, we've got 43 people in the prize draw tonight. So yeah, let me know with regards to coupons, markdown sales and newsletters, if it's anything you guys do. And also with your store, how often do you go back and revisit your older items? So again, I've been doing a lot of that recently where I've been actually trying to sort out the item title, sort out the prices, sort out the pictures, the category, item specific, etc., just to really give your store a boost and to actually see whether you can start selling your older items or whether it's actually time to take them out of your store and get rid of them completely. So I'll just check in the chat, but let me know them points there and we'll do the draw shortly. I know most of you are here just for the draw, which is absolutely fine. So let me see if anyone else is in. I'm trying to keep up with the chat as well. So we've got Rianne and Ryan. So my brother and his wife are in. Their name's in the draw as well. And as I say, if they are picked out, I'm just going to send them a Just Eat voucher or something because it's not fair for them to win. They wanted to be in the draw. Damien, yeah, you forgot to enter. Next time, we'll get you in there. Let me just see. Welcome, welcome. Lisa's second time around, evening. Hope you're well. Just going to see if I missed anything. Nathan's another one in the draw. Family members will win a voucher for a takeaway or something if they do win. So Lindsay and Alva said, we don't do coupons or anything as we haven't upgraded to an actual eBay shop yet. Yeah, so that's interesting. So one of the benefits of having an eBay store is you can run these promotions. And I find being able to do a markdown sale or coupon is definitely worth the store level. But if you are part-time or you haven't got as many items in your eBay store, it might be worth staying off getting a store until you need to do so. But when you hit a certain level, definitely upgrade to a shop because there's so much more you can do with eBay. Adam, hi, welcome. Jonathan's in as well. Right, so we've got 36 in here, and I know what you're all waiting for. You're not here to listen to me tonight. We're here for the draw and to see who is going to potentially be spinning that wheel. But before we do so, we've got some more comments I'm going to go to. I'm going to keep you all hanging on. So Sophie says, I'm going to upgrade to a shop at the end of the month. Yeah, Sophie, let me know what level you're going to upgrade to. I started at I think it's the £30 or £35 level, and now I've took the next step up. It all depends on the amount of items you've got in your store, but let me know. It's worth recomping your listings every few months rather than just knocking a few quid off now and again in the hope it sells, just because it's selling at £20 when we first listed it. Absolutely. So I would say 6 months ago, I'd done that, Damon, on my store. I went through the whole store and it took a lot of time. But it was surprising how many items I'd listed up, £20-30 actually over the current asking price on some items. And just by knocking them down to the current asking price, they do sell. So yeah, make sure you do that on a more regular basis. So my dad's saying I can come and cook for them if they win. Okay, well, that's a deal. It might not be £20 3 months later. Yeah, absolutely. You're right. You pick up items and things fluctuate in price. So Mustang Monkey it says I upgraded Sophie last month and saves quite a bit. I do the basic 250 listings. Yeah, that's where I started. It's always a good place to go. And as I say, because you can run all the promos, it's definitely worth it in my head. Tamabell saying the same. We do that, Dame, is surprising how much things fluctuate month to month. Absolutely. The Secret Carper says, I do 10 old items a day on my eBay as I have over 700. First job of the day, relist 10 old items, chain price and total seems to work for me. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. It can be a bit overwhelming if you are doing your whole store at the same time. But yeah, try and stick to sort of 10 or 15 items a day and it quickly adds up the amount you can change. But I think that's really important. I think we all do it. You buy items, you put them on eBay and you kind of just sit back and wait for them to sell. Sometimes you need to be a bit more smarter with your plan to actually get them moving. Anyway, I've got up on the chat. So let's get the claw machine up. Let me add it here. And this is going to be for the person who is going to be spinning the lucky wheel tonight. And I will show you the prizes straight after. But as I say, anyone who, if you do win and you are in the chat, it'd be great to get you on the stream tonight, even if it's at the end, so we can spin the wheel with you live on the stream for a bit of fun. So the claw machine is up. Let me just check. You guys can see that on the stream. Okay, you can. So a bit of suspense here. And we're going to do the claw. And it's not rigged. We have 43 names in the draw. And the winner of the first giveaway. Unbelievable. So Rianne Hicks is my brother's wife. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to send them a Just Eat voucher anyway. But they can't be in the main draw. I'm not allowing that to happen. So we're going to pick again. So well done, Ryan and Rianne. You've won a Just Eat voucher. I will drop you over that. But they're not the real winners. We can't have that. I'm not having it. So we're going to draw again. So we're going to remove the name. And we're going to draw one more time. They can't win. And it better not be another family member. I'm going to be about £25 down at this rate. No, we have Richard Goodwin. So Richard Goodwin is the winner. So Richard, if you are in the chat tonight, please drop me a message on Instagram or in the chat a way to get in touch with you. And I will send you the StreamYard link so you could actually join us tonight for the lucky spin. But if you're not in the chat, don't worry. We're going to spin the wheel anyway, and we'll let you know what you've won. And then we'll find a way for you to get in touch with me. So let me write Richard's name. Richard Goodwin. Let me try and do this in the banners here in case he comes in late. Richard. W-Y-N. Let me check I've got the spelling right. Good. W-Y-N. Save. There we go. So Richard, well done. As I say, if you are in the chat, please let me know and I can send you across the link to join us tonight. And what time is it now? So 7:15. I'm probably only going to be doing sort of half an hour tonight. So we'll do the draw about 7:30 to let you guys know. But let me know, as I say, with regards to the newsletter, because that is something that I've been trying a lot more recently to actually think about ways for me to increase them repeat buyers. So if anyone's got any tips or anything they do to actually increase that repeat buyer, whether it's a case of you put a voucher in the package you send, whether you send the newsletter, again, please let me know in the comments and I'll just read through any of the chat I've missed while I've been doing that. So yeah, Sophie says, you don't realize how much you can lose by not having a shop, as Damien lied to me last week. Yeah, absolutely. I think without a shop, you have to pay per listing as well. And every single month when it gets past the 30 days, they're going to actually obviously relist themselves. So you're paying that every single time. Tama Bell said, similar to Richard, first thing in the morning, anything that's ending that day has no watchers. I reevaluate the listing and end and sell. Okay. Always have to start price as above the comps. So if I do put the item down, I have more leeway. Yeah, that's what I used to do. And I've changed my mindset set slightly on that. So now I price items literally bang on market value based on the lowest price of active. And then I run a smaller coupon. What I used to do is I used to price it 10 or 15% over and run maybe a 20% off coupon. But I don't know if my items were actually appearing in the search. So, yeah, I used to do that, but I've tried a different way. But if it works for you, it works for you, and that's absolutely brilliant. Have you on TV whilst doing housework? Well, I don't know what I look like in on the big screens, but thank you anyway. Thank you for joining. I saw your comment as well, so thank you so much. My friend Neil's in. Hi, Neil. Hope you're well. That's fancy. Yeah, it took me hours to sort that out. No, I'm only joking. It was a quick Google search. It was a copy and paste of all the names, and that's job done. I'm not that creative. I was actually going to try and set up a deal or no deal kind of style, but it's a nightmare to do, especially on PowerPoint. Yeah, well done, Rianne. I'll send you guys a voucher for a takeaway this weekend. But yeah, you can't win the main prize. I'm not having that. Everyone will call it a fix and they'll unsubscribe. So I'm not doing that. My figures were assuming you've already registered a business seller, Sophie. Yeah. So it's good that you've had a chat about that as well. So it does help. I found when I first opened up a store, my eBay store got a bit of a boost. And I don't know whether that was actually correct. Or whether it just felt that way. But yeah, that's what happened. And here we go. See what I mean? Fixed. Fix. Yeah, I completely agree. They're not winning the main prize because it would be a fix then. And even Rianne says definitely rigged. Yeah, I just had loads of Rianne Hicks balls for the grabber. Okay, let me catch up. Don't know if I like this claw. Yeah, well, there was loads of different options, and I think this is the best one. I think there was a fishing rod one as well. It was all a bit weird, but on the next giveaway, I'll try and think something a bit more creative. Yeah, I made you a spanner. Yeah, I'm going to make certain people spanners. I'm learning how to do this YouTube thing now, so yeah, it's going well. Mrs. Love, evening all. Newbie here. Hope you're all well. Well, thank you so much for coming, and thanks so much for being a newbie. Hope you're enjoying the channel. Let me know your thoughts. I'm always interested in comments about what people like to see in my videos. I do the normal boot sale videos. I showed a what sold video today. I do have some more ideas coming up, and as I say, I'm still learning the YouTube game. But thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Niching seems to get me plenty of repeat buyers. I didn't realize how much repeat business I was getting until eBay started putting the repeat buyer. Yeah, Neil, I completely agree. I didn't realize until it comes up, I think, green, where you can actually see it says repeat buyer. And I get quite a lot on the book bundles. And I think niching is the way to go. I've been thinking a lot more about niching down, and it's something I'm going to look into more probably next year. Hi, Rich. Hope you're well, mate. I'm going to drop you a message on Instagram in the next few days. I want to see if you can come on a Monday live with me as well. So, yeah, I'll drop you a message, mate, and we'll catch up. And Sophie's one step ahead of me. She's messaged you on Instagram. So you're going to have 2 messages on Instagram, Rich. So that's good. Okay, so let me see if I've missed anyone else in the chat. So we've got JJ in. Hello, welcome. So Damien said, I used to price items at top of comps. These days I focus on a good return on investment and price to sell, not store. Yeah, my mindset has changed to that way, Damien. I used to say to myself all the time, I'm happy to hold that item. It's not taking up much room. It's quite a small item. It will sell when it sells. Where now I'm thinking about getting things in and out. And my sell-through rate at the moment is really good. The issue I'm having at the moment is sourcing. I need to source more stock because we're now down to I think we're at about 600 items in the store, and I like being around a sort of 1,000 items. So yeah, I've got a real task of sourcing items. I've got the fun bit, but it's come at the worst time of year when the car boots are closing down. So I'm looking at other ways to source some stock. Lol, why did I not notice the mod icon is a spanner? Yeah, do you know what? Someone said to me, PokerZen, about the spanners and said, oh, make me a spanner and stuff. And I didn't understand it all at first, but I'm kind of learning away. Oh, amazing. So this is Paul, who comes to my Saturday boot sale. And a few weeks ago, he was going in for an operation. And yeah, I said to him, let me know if you're okay, basically, on my live and stuff. But really nice guy. Obviously, Paul, on my Saturday car boot sale, we always have a chat and stuff. And he was the first person to come up to me and say, I watch you on YouTube. And it absolutely shocked me. And I went home and I was so excited because I'm thinking, oh, I'm a big celebrity now. So yeah, cheers, Paul. Good to see you, mate. And I'll hopefully see you in a few weeks if you're feeling better. Hello, good evening. You're a new name, I believe. So Marnos Market, hope I pronounced that right. Welcome. Having a niche is great, does me well. JJ, remind me, you sell Apple products, I believe, and you do really well from all accounts. So yeah, let me know. But I know you've niched down, so that's good. Neil says apparently you can check for repeat buys in your eBay dashboard thingy and send them vouchers. Yeah, so Neil, that's in the buyer group section, and you can create a previous buyer group based on under 3 months, over 3 months, over 6 months, and something else. So you can actually send them dedicated vouchers, and I have a voucher for my repeat buyers, which is slightly more than my normal store voucher that I do try and ping out to them, and I've seen an increase in sales there. Oh, thank you. Well, thanks for joining in. Yeah, I try and go live every Monday where possible. I normally have a guest on with me where possible as well. So yeah, thank you for joining us tonight. I'm just going to have a look and see through the comments, and then we'll see if we can do the prize draw. So Neil says he smashed it at the auction this weekend. James, you won't catch me getting up early at the weekends for booties. Yeah, do you know what? This weekend was a real struggle to get up for the car boot sales. It was cold, it was wet. My Saturday one rained a little bit when we were there. It's getting to that stage where you start thinking, what am I doing? So Sunday's one again. I woke up late on Sunday. I was at my cousin's doing the garden on a Saturday. And I'm used to sitting on my desk listing items on eBay. I'm not used to this manual labor. So I woke up on Sunday morning late, missed my alarm, was stiff as anything. And I turned up to the boot sale about 20 minutes late. And there's nothing worse than going to a car boot sale. And Flippin' Sloth was there. He was also late. James, who was on my channel the other week, he was there. He was early. And there's nothing worse than seeing him with all the good stuff. And you're walking around so deflated, feeling like, do you know what? I've missed all the good stuff now being 20 minutes late. Boot sale season has ended for me now, so I can wake up normal times on Saturday. It is one of them, isn't it? When the boot sales do finally end, you do get that period of having lying weekend, and that's always nice as well. Yeah, JJ, that's right. Apple Watch bands. Yeah, you're smashing it. I see a lot of stuff in the different groups about you, and also see you on Pete's Live and that as well. So no, well done. It shows that niching down, although you might think it takes the excitement away, what is more exciting than making money at the end of the day? Shabba evening. Hope you're well. Oh, so Damien asks, why 1,000? I've less than 120 at the moment. Last year, I pushed up to 500. This year, I focus on selling each item quicker. If you have 1,000 listings and list 10 a day, you've got them for 100 odd days. Okay, yeah. So the reason I do 1,000, or I want 1,000 in the store, is because I tend to list 10 items a day at the moment, and I'm not always selling 10 items a day. So it's going to gradually grow, but 1,000 is my top end. I mean, where I am at the moment, having sort of 600, I'm still selling well, but I feel just a few more hundred would really give me a boost of that. But I know stores who have 2, 3, 4,000 items, but they are niched stores. So as an everything seller, I think it's quite hard to get over the 1,000 items in everything seller because things are different sizes. So you have to have a lot of storage space. The Chop Shop says, doing a scrapyard run tomorrow to boost the funds. Any other resellers do this also? No, Chop Chop, I did consider when I first started about whether in the winter months to do a bit of house clearance. My van is not the biggest van, so I couldn't get a lot in it, but whether that's a way to actually source stock as well might be an idea. But yeah, let us know how you get on with that. Sourcing indoors during the day is where it's at. Yeah, so there is 2 auctions I could go to. One's on a Thursday, one's on a Friday. And I am going to be going to more auctions, and that's going to be part of the videos hopefully I can put out on the channel. The difficult thing is this time of year is the best place to go to the auction, but the worst place because all the other resellers are there as well, so more competition. But you're right, there's nothing better than sourcing inside. Hi Sharon, hope you're well. Yeah, Damien's saying I don't subscribe to the many hooks in the water approach anymore. It's a good way to go. It's all about finding desirable items that sell quickly. You don't want items sitting in the store for 3, 4, 5 years. It's pointless. And actually, it just causes you more stress with the space itself. So JJ says, and gift bags, so many repeat buyers on gift bags. That's interesting. So are you talking about gift bags from expensive shops? I can't think of any expensive shop like Gucci and stuff, you know, the bags that people have, because I know some of them go for good money. I think the luxury pickers have spoke about that, I believe, on their channel. Let me know. Be interested. Hi, Malcolm. Hope you're well. So, Mrs. Love asks, what's your average sales per day with 600 listings? So, the way I look at it, and I will look at my 90-day total. Sorry, let me close that down. I tend to look at the 90-day total on eBay compared to thinking of it day by day. And at the moment, I've got 623 active and 842 sold. So my days are very mixed. Some days I will sell 5 to 8 items. Other days I might sell 15 to 20. So it's very up and down. And I think, again, that changes when you do niche down a bit. I think you become a bit more consistent with what goes into your store and also what's going out as well. But I would say on average, 8 to 10 sales a day is what I'm doing at the moment. So Jay just says she has almost 2,000 lists in store with quantity about 5,000 items. It works having different sizes, colors. Yeah, so I guess, JJ, for you, all your items are reasonably small. So your storage space can be quite small compared to if you're selling bulkier things such as myself, where it's a real mixture. So again, another benefit of finding a really good niche you can make really good money on. If they're small items, very easy to store, very easy to post as well. So that makes perfect sense why you've got so many. Listing is the worst part of reselling. I feel like it's a 9 to 5 taking a load of pictures. My mindset's changed on this again. I used to hate listing. It used to be the worst part. But now I really enjoy the listing process because actually the listing process is what's making you the money. And I've flipped it where I used to love packing. I used to find packing so relaxing. And now I dread packing, especially on a Monday. I mean, this morning I had 20, I think it was 23 orders, 22 or 23 orders going out today. And actually having to pack all them takes so much time as an everything seller. So I dread the packing side. But yeah, listing for me isn't such a struggle. We had a little competition in the group I'm in, the Daily Refinement group this week, myself and a couple of other UK people. And we all were aiming for 40 a day. And I managed 40 on the first day and I managed 30 on the second day. And the only reason I stopped at the 30 is because I ran out of stock. So just having a bit of motivation, having sort of people doing the same thing as you, can really help. Just a bit of encouragement, a bit of support. Hi, Pete. Hope you're well. Could you invite the Selling Dan on your coffee pod? He decided to start his own house clearance business. Yeah, absolutely. Let me make a note of that. I'll drop him a message. So, Selling Dan. Yeah, it doesn't have to be reselling. If anyone wants to come on the coffee pod and talk about anything they do business related, I'll be really keen. So, like there, anyone who has started house clearance, really keen to get them on because I want to explore a bit about their world and, you know, what they do in the winter months because they must not go to car boot sales as well if the buyers aren't going to be there. So what do they do with their stock? Do they just build it up and wait for the summer? I'm guessing they have to find a way to move it still. So yeah, I will I'll drop Selling Dan a message. Good shout, Limelight. Yeah, Pete, you're late. You've missed all the excitement. You haven't missed the main bit of excitement, just the winner, who's Richard Goodwin. And we're going to be spinning the wheel shortly, so don't worry. Pete, I keep forgetting, and you need to remind me every week. I know I'm going to send you my numbers after the stream. So if I put Pete numbers as well, I will send you my numbers. I was sure I caught up with your list 5 today, Pete. I know you haven't listed as many as you thought, but you've been correcting a lot of listings. So yeah, I've been doing a lot more of that as well. It's a good idea. If you're a niche, then you need more hooks. With an everything store, hooks is less more important. Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly with you, Damien. I think it's all about that desirable item. That is so busy. That is so important. The reason I said busy is because I just saw that comment there, high chop and just made me busy. Yeah, I think it's so important to actually have the right items if you're an everything store because you don't want loads of rubbish in your store. And we've all been to that point before. So I'm just going to catch up in the chat. So said she's going to have to find some indoor car boots for the winter. Don't want to rely on charity shops. I need to remember where you are, Sophie, because I know of an indoor one. I'll drop you a message on Insta and let you know where I am going to be heading for my indoor car boot sales. But I don't think you're anywhere near me. But I'll drop you a message anyway, give you a heads up. Yeah, JJ, I've seen a lot of them. Yeah, the gift bags really sell well, and you wouldn't have thought they would. Stepmom's in. Hi, Zoe. Hope you're well. I'm just going to get to the bottom of the chat. Let's have a look. Packing is fun for me. maybe it's a newbie thing. Yeah, it's funny how I used to love packing, hate listing, and now it's flipped to me. How do you send so many packages? Um, it's manageable but difficult at times. I mean, I don't send what I class as a crazy amount. I know other resellers who are selling, 300 items a week, but they have the right processes in place. And that for me is super important. When you're an everything store, down the side of me here, you've got so many different size boxes and packaging materials. Whereas JJ, for instance, use an example, she could just put the bands in a bag like this and ship them out, or put them in a small eBay box, such as this, and they're straight out the door. Where when you're selling DVD players, printers, and all this different thing, you need to have lots of different boxes and stuff. So packaging is easy, I think, when you niche down, or easier, should we say, when you niche down. But the flip side to that, JJ will probably have 200 orders a week or 300 orders a week, where I might only have 80 orders. So it kind of there's pros and cons to both, really. But obviously, the more sales you have, the packing should be the best part in a way, because the more sales you have, the more you have to pack, which is good for your business. I also started to enjoy listing more over the last month or so. Yeah, I don't know what it was. I guess it got to the stage of where cash flow becomes a bit of a struggle at times, and you feel to yourself, I need to list more to sell more. So maybe that is why. Have you got the heating on? Hunley, you know the rules about heating. We've discussed this. Not until November. Although the wife caved yesterday and she put the heating on inside, and she said it was only going to be on an hour, and that was at 1 o'clock. And at 7 o'clock, it was still on. So that wasn't an hour. But no, the shed's fine. It's not that cold tonight, actually. Rich says, I do like some proper packing. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, sometimes I just put a podcast on, a bit of music, and it goes a lot quicker. I just dread Monday. Hunley's the same. Yeah, packing is the worst part of the business. She saw me, I think, on the Zoom this morning packing, and boxes flying everywhere. So, yeah, send your numbers to Pete. So if you are in the on Pete's Tuesday listing league, and it's not a competition, Pete, remember, send your numbers over to Pete, and he's going live tomorrow at 3 p.m. Love packing. 8% of my items are large letter. Yeah, exactly. So packing's a nice, easy job. I'm guessing it's a case of just print the label straight on in the bag and off it goes. Nice and easy. So Mrs. Love says, started to run out of stock myself. Going to have to trek further out to find winter car boot sales. Charity shops not cutting it. I must admit, I don't go in charity shops anymore. I've went to one, I think, in the last 6 months. I'm not gonna bother personally. I feel that actually the prices in charity shops have gone through the roof. I'd rather find different ways. Your channel's recommended by Nick and Andrew. Well, that's good. I'm glad they recommended me. I'm fairly new to YouTube, as you all know. I'm going to try and get to the 2,000 subscribers by Christmas. I'll be absolutely over the moon by that. So if anyone in here tonight, not a subscriber, if you do like the content, watch the other videos, decide if you want to subscribe. And if you do, I really appreciate that. The luxury pickers, hello. I was just speaking about you guys earlier. I'm sure it was you guys who mentioned about the gift bags are worth money, and JJ was saying about the same earlier. So thank you for joining. Really enjoy the luxury pickers channel as well. So if you're not following, please do. Okay, so what did you used to do before reselling, and why did you leave? So I was in recruitment, and I worked in recruitment for I keep trying to think about how many years. I think it was 12 years, maybe 13 years in recruitment. I was made redundant during COVID, and I joined another recruitment firm, was there for 2 weeks and hated it, and decided I want to do reselling. I've done a little bit of reselling in the past, sort of selling my own stuff, really, but I love it. I love being my own boss. We're coming up now to nearly 2 years of reselling. I wouldn't change it. Sales of the unexpected. I keep checking your channel for the late and live chat. Will we do it anymore? Yeah, Pete, let us know if that's going to continue. If you're going to do your Thursday late and live. I used to enjoy jumping in there with yourself, Nick and Derek. So yeah, let us know. So the stepmom's got the heating on, so that's all right. I'll pop over there as if I get cold. Just doing some packing. You're in the background for some ambience. Oh, okay. So it's one of them videos where I can hopefully send you to sleep, or hopefully not, heat. That's good. I like to do it. I like to have other people on while I'm working away. It's good to keep you motivated. So PokerSense says the problem with having a themed store, which I'm shying away from, is so many people are probably doing the same thing. In my case, it's Pokemon nerdy, but there is so much competition. Yeah, competition is there, but I think you don't have to niche down into just one specific thing. I mean, I don't know the Pokemon market, but you don't have to niche down just into Pokemon cards. You could do Pokemon toys, Pokemon clothing. You can do a whole thing to do with Pokemon, or you can just say I'm niching down into toys. You know, it's still going to reasonably all similar sizes, all a similar packing process. So when I'm thinking about niching down, it's not going to be a case of niching down into, say, Nike trainers. It will be shoes. So there's a lot more you can pick up. It's not just trainers, it's walking boots, it's UGG boots, it's all the rest of the stuff as well, to give you an idea. So yeah, there's pros and cons to niching down completely. So Fix It Lee says, I just have to pack 3 complete bundles of Xbox Ones and a PS3. Packing the 9 books as large letters was simple in comparison. Absolutely. I love packing my book bundles. They're so easy to do. But you're right. When it comes to PlayStations, Xboxes, and the rest of it, you have to get the bubble wrap out and you have to do all that as well. So it was a great 5 Live today. Lots of ideas kicking around. Yeah, when I caught up, it sounded like a really good conversation. Again, with regards to the free posters aspect, which I've tried before. But yeah, if you haven't caught up after this video, obviously go and check out Pete's live he done today. Sorry, this 5 Live. Really good information on there. I love making up and Frankenstein in boxes. Rackets get sent out looking like spades. Oh yeah, the amount of dead bodies I've had sending out, and not real dead bodies. Don't cancel me, YouTube, but packages that look like dead bodies is amazing. And sometimes when you turn up at the parcel shop, you do get some dodgy looks. So yeah, it sounds like everyone else has got their heating on apart from me, which is interesting. I'm too tight, I must admit. With the energy bills going up, I've told Leanne not until the start of November, but she's not listening. So let me just see if I've missed anyone. So Night's Life also says he loves Frankenstein in boxes. Hi Lee, hope you're well. Ian J, thanks for popping in. Let me just see if I've missed anyone else. Reseller Dan. Reseller Dan, are you the one Limelight Vinci was just saying has started their own house clearance company? If so, drop me a message on Instagram and let's get you on the Coffee Pod Live. It'd be really good to have a good chat with you, mate, if it is you. Hello, good evening. Thank you for joining us. Just trying to keep up with the chat. I don't know how everyone does it. I don't know how Nick and Andrew do it on their lives because there's so much that goes in here and my channel's nowhere near theirs. We just discovered the black wrap stuff. Oh my God, such a godsend with packaging. Yeah, I have some of that up there, the shrink wrap. Some of the couriers are a bit funny about it, but it does help on some of the stuff just to quickly shrink wrap it around. Sometimes I even put it in a box first and just shrink wrap it. And normally it's okay. Okay, so I'm just not even going to try and sell electronics. I don't trust good old Jimmy working in Raw Mail who can't read Fragile. I'm sure with that, I'm sure the Fragile tape, they actually do. Sorry, I just had to block a comment in the chat. I'm sure the Fragile tape, they do actually boot it around the warehouse a lot more. I think they kind of see it as a challenge, but I never put it on there anymore. But yeah, electronics they're good and bad, I would say. Yeah, the electronics are good and bad. So there is pros to sell electronics and there's also negatives to sell electronics. I decided this week I'm not going to pick up any more VHS players. So if you do see me pick up any VHS players in my boot sale videos, please do let me know and comment and tell me you said you wasn't going to do it. No heating on Southeast London. That's right. It's not even cold yet. No, it's not you. Okay, so it might be someone called Selling Dan then. Okay. We're all talking about heating now. So November. Let us know in the chat when the heating's going on. Not many people have got heating on. Hunley says no heating in Scotland. If I lived in Scotland, my heating would be on all year round. So Tamabel, we've not got ours on, just cozy fleeces. Yeah, absolutely. And they're used as well. Yeah, used to it. You're in Scotland as well, aren't you? So similar to Hunley, actually, I would have heating on all year round if I was you. At the post office earlier, someone had posted a golf club only wrapped in a bin bag and taped up. Wish them luck. Yeah, some of the packages when I drop off my parcels at Hermes, you kind of think to yourself, that's going to be a return waiting to happen. So this is a great question from Sarah. So do you ever take a loss to get rid of an item you had too long? Absolutely. And I've done so. So 2 months ago, I think it was, I put about 60 items on a 99p auction, and some of them sold for 99p, and I probably lost a few pounds on each item. So nothing crazy, but just to get rid of them. And I tried that 3 or 4 times. The other items didn't sell. And now I've took them off my eBay store and I've donated them. I feel, do you know what? Sometimes it's not worth having them in there. So I try and do that every sort of 6 months or so, go through the whole store and just get rid of stuff. If it's been on there for so long, if you've tried changing the prices, the title and everything else, just get rid of it. It's not worth the stress. See, not many people. Yeah, Tam's like me. No heating issue layers. Yeah, not many people are going to put it on. You must be doing really well, I think, if you've got the heating on. That's the way I look at it. You must be in really successful jobs. So Mustang Monkey said, I just swapped from bubble wrap to shredded cardboard. Also purchased black wrap. Kind of goes against trying to be more eco-friendly, but with odd shaped boxes added security. I've heard a lot of people doing that with the shredded cardboard instead of bubble wrap. I know you can get some really good shredded cardboard that doesn't take up as much room. I was thinking about the same. GT Pre-Loves, hope you're well. Saw GT at the Friday auction. He come up to me and was like, you're on YouTube, and I was like, that's me, and we had a good chat and stuff. So he done really well at the auction, and I think I come home with one item, I think it was. So yeah, good to see you, mate. I'll probably see you there in a few weeks' time. Want to get back into the auctions a bit more. So JJ says, not trusting Royal Mail at the moment. All my mail at home for last week has been ripped open. Oh, really? Well, I must admit, I know there's lots of stuff going on Royal Mail at the moment, but my post has been a bit slower. I feel like I'm receiving post every other day at the moment, and I don't know whether that's just because I'm not getting any, but that's just how it feels. So yeah, I'm using Every, and they've been pretty good. So Fix It says some couriers are refusing to take black wrap parcels now, as parcel force are one of them. Yeah, I did hear something about it going through the weighing machines or something. It doesn't actually let it go through or something, or maybe that's what they are saying. They just don't want people to use it. So yeah, be careful if you are using the black wrap. Parcel force are one who's blocking it. Every been okay with me using it, or I've had no complaints so far. Went from newspapers to bubble wrap. Yeah, at one point I was using wallpaper, funnily enough, to void fill things. So yeah, so Lindsay and Alvin saying the same as what I was saying. We do that if we have something for a long time, if that's what it takes to get it gone. And also, it gives your store a bit of a boost. Putting things on auction will give your whole store a bit of a boost as well. So Neil's saying, everything I sell is fragile, not had a broken delivery yet. Yeah, Neil, you said that's some really fragile items, and I would be so scared sending some of the items you send out. But it sounds like you have good luck. So Neil, let us know who you use for your posting. I know which company you use to select your posting, Packlink, of course, but which courier do you use, mate? Yeah, too tight for heating. I think this year's going to be even tighter. Heating on in January, I don't know if I'm going to get that far. I think November's a good time. Yeah, GT Pre-Love saying the same. Naughty email from Parcel Force for saying about the pallet wrap. So just be careful with that. Some VHS players, more VHS players for me then on our Sunday boot sale when I come back. Yeah, absolutely. Saturday boot sale when you come back. Yeah, absolutely. You come and pick up all the VHS players. And you know what? I will say, if you see one in my trolley, come and grab it off me, because I don't want to sell them anymore. So I need to stop picking them up because the last 3 or 4 have been broken. So yeah, more for you. Our heating isn't coming on until it snows. Yeah, I won't get away with that. Not that far. So Every or Yodel. Yeah, I haven't really tried Yodel. Every I've never had an issue with. Well, I've had a few issues, but I think that's the same as all of them, to be honest. Right, let me get to the bottom of the chat. Yeah, that's right. My dad's just turning the heating off now because everyone's saying I haven't got the heating on. So I absolutely agree. Okay. Yes, wallpaper. Do you know what? I've actually got some here. There we are. And I used to use this as void fill. And it done the job. I wouldn't wrap something electrical in wallpaper, but sometimes for a bit of void fill, it does the job. All right. So we have been going for 44 minutes. I'm going to run the magic wheel now. Let me just work out how I can get this in here. And Richard, I don't know if Richard is in the chat, but if not, hopefully he watches it on the replay. And this is going to be his prize. So let me just see if I can share the other screen. Okay. So the prizes we have a £5 gift card, a signed Bold Finds sticker. Now, I'm waiting for the stickers to arrive, and I'm going to be carrying these at the car boot sales. So if you see me at the car boot sale, please come up to me, say hello. A lot of people have been saying hello to me at the car boot sales recently, and I will give you a Bold Find sticker. If you want it signed, I can give you a signed one. If you don't, that's absolutely fine. So another prize we've got tonight is 10 hardback books. I need the hardbacks cleared, so they're coming your way. We have a 1p bank transfer, and that will be done as soon as Richard comes back to me. He'll be getting his 1p bank transfer if he wins that. We have a £20 gift voucher. We have a respin to keep it interesting. Hopefully, if it lands on a respin, it keeps you here longer, which is good. A £10 gift card, a CD, DVD game bundle, another £10 gift card, a £5 gift card, a £15 Just Eat voucher. We have a mystery box, which is going to be a box of stuff that you can resell on eBay. It's going to be worth at least £50 of resale. We're going to have a Bold Finds mug. Again, these are on order. And Richard, if he lands on this, will be receiving the first ever Bold Finds mug. A £10 gift card, another prize. And the final one, if Belle's in still, I brought this at the car boot sale at the weekend, and it is absolutely hideous. And Belle said to me last night, watching my video in the comments, that she believes it's Miss Hannigan from the film Annie, I believe. And it's signed at the bottom, and it is 145 out of 500. She's missing her cigarette in the mouth. I haven't even looked this up on eBay. This could be worth millions. Okay. So that is in the prize draw tonight. So I don't know whether that's a good prize or whether that's a prize you wouldn't want to receive, because the wife basically told me to get that out of our house because she's not basically keeping that. So what I am going to do, though, if the prize winner does not win that, Miss Hannigan, I'm sorry, Tam, but I'm going to send it to you and Belle, because I know Belle would really like it, and it'd be quite funny for her to receive it. So there we go. So we're going to spin the wheel. We've got a bit of music. Hopefully this works. And this is going to be the prize. And Richard, congratulations. This is what you've won. A little bit of suspense music as well. I really hope it's not Miss Hannigan, because I want Tam and Belle to have to cut up with her. But let's have a look. Rianne, this is what you could have won. It's not the 1p bank transfer. It's not even a £20 gift voucher. It's the respin. Unbelievable. The suspense here. He was so close to the respin. We're going to close that down. We're going to go again. I should do this every week, really, shouldn't I? Just come on here and spin the wheel. Oh, Mrs. Hannigan's coming round. Tam and Belle might have survived. And it's Miss Hannigan. Tam and Belle, I'm sorry. You will not be receiving this. Oh, poor Richard. Richard, you're going to be watching the replay. You're going to be fuming. This is your prize. But on top of that, I'm also going to put in there a £10 gift card for you as a thank you as well. So you're going to be receiving Miss Hannigan and a £10 gift card for you to use. So congratulations. I know Tam is currently dancing around his living room, not to the sound of the spinning wheel, but to the sound of knowing he is not going to be receiving this awful Miss Hannigan. So Rianne says here, actually, Richard, I'm glad you won. Yeah, it's a shame, Rianne, you didn't win, to be fair. But Richard's the lucky winner tonight, and he's not going to be happy about receiving this. So, Richard, all you need to do is message me your address on Instagram, okay? And I will send you Miss Hannigan a £10 gift voucher. And if you don't message me, or if you message me and say, I just want the £10 voucher, Tam and Belle, you're receiving Miss Hannigan, because I think you'd appreciate it more. So, There we go. So thank you all, as I say, for coming in live tonight. It's been a bit of fun. I just want to say thank you again to all the subscribers, the people who supported my channel, will continue to do so, hopefully. And when I hit the 2,000 subscribers, I'll be doing another giveaway. It'll be more exciting. And who knows, Tam and Bell might even redonate, or Richard might even redonate Miss Hannigan for someone else. So thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Hope you have a good week of sales. And if you are outsourcing this weekend, hope it goes well. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care now. Bye-bye.